What's up, y'all? I'm Joshua Joyner, and this is Hunt in the Front Go-Karting Edition. And we're at Callahan Speedway in Callahan, Florida for a go-kart race. It's the last race of Callahan Speedway's winter series, their 4-race winter series. But we're here to run the pro race. There's a 500 to win pro race for the 375 heavy division. So we're gonna run. You have to run the regular race, the series race, and to enter the pro race. So we're gonna be running both. So it'll be a lot of racing tonight. I think heat races, 2 heat races and 2 features. Should be plenty of racing. It's gonna be my second race of 2020. The first one was over a month ago in early January. Really anxious to get back out there, get back on the track, make some laps, and kind of see how we do. We're third out of, I think, 11 karts last time out, and so we're looking to improve on that. But anyway, it should be a good night of racing here, afternoon and evening of racing, I should say. So we're gonna take you guys along, Mr. Dave and I, and see how we do. Mr. Dave getting the cart cleaned off from our first practice session. I didn't take you guys out there with me. I usually don't for the first practice, just because we get out there, there's a lot of karts. Track's not racy yet. Yeah, it might scare you. So we usually wait for the second practice session to get the helmet cam going. I was saying, Mr. Dave, it's the first time we come to a pro race like this, money race, and I actually feel, like, hey, we might actually have a chance. I'm not saying we're the fastest, but we're fast enough that if some things go our way, what do you think? Feel that way, or am I just?
Look pretty good.
Yeah.
You were. I don't know if they have the what you call it up yet.
Monitor.
You did seem to be the fastest out.
Some of those guys that the faster guys have been doing it a while don't run like first practice. Anyway, we're getting the cart ready to go out for our practice, our second practice session, but first real practice where we'll actually see where we are against some of the karts we're going to be racing against, get some lap times, and see how we stack up. Should be a good race.
Well, Jesse, to watch out, his future is slim.
Yeah, Mr. Dave's got him some gloves that I can see on the track, dude. Y'all who watch the channel know that we use signal sticks or signal lights, and Jesse does them for Joseph and Jonathan. And last time we were racing, and Jonathan was here, and I actually got to the lead in one of the heat races and was just driving too hard and missed the corner and fell back to third, and that's where I ended up. But Jonathan, we got in, he's like, we need to work on signals. And so Mr. Dave's got him some fluorescent or neon gloves there, and
the big bucks and got
we're gonna see how that goes. So
box top, I had a box top over here, but pull up this time. We'll run the outside of the flavor.
Y'all see that, but that's our lap times from that practice session there. Car felt pretty good. I think I made some smooth laps. I got better as I went. I don't know if you noticed, but it was laps 12, 13, and 14 were my fastest, and those were the last 3 laps, and they each one got faster. So anyway, that was the first practice session. I needed a little time there to get it's like I said, it's been over a month, almost 2 since we raced. So the first few laps kind of getting settled in, and then I was starting to push it and felt good. So we'll get these tires off and cleaned up and find out what the format is. We're gonna have drivers meeting here in a minute and go from there. Y'all stay tuned.
We will not put up with any rough driving. We We will be watching turn workers. We'll be watching hands going into turns 1 and 3. If we see somebody cutting down, if we see somebody pushing up, if we see you running a line and all of a sudden you change lines, we will notice it.
Take on the way going home. Bless the men and women overseas fighting for our freedom so we can be here to do what we love. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Look,
Yeah, so I was no luck on the draw. We're starting last in both lineups, so gonna be a long night. Got to get up there and get up on the wheel and make some moves, dodge some wrecks, because you know there's gonna be some. So we'll see what happens. Dave, you're gonna have to fire me from doing the drawing. We're starting last in both lineups.
I'll sign up next time.
you got it. You know how to do it.
I'll sign them up.
There you go. Take care of it. All right, guys. So I made a boo-boo, or I guess I made a few boo-boos. I thought I was turning the camera on, and I'd already turned it on and turned it off, so I didn't actually have the camera off for our first heat race. But it's actually a good thing because we didn't do too well. We started last out of, there's 10 karts out there. I thought there was supposed to be 9, but there was 10. We started 10th. Went single file, actually made some passes on the first start, but they had a complete restart, single file. Got stuck behind a couple slower karts, got by 2 karts, and felt like I was catching the main pack there. Trying to drive it too hard and spun out in 1 and 2, and yeah, that was about it. Kind of, there's no cautions once they get going. So I think we ended up, I know I saw one kart pull off, I don't know, 7th or 8th. So now we'll start the next heat race in wherever we finish that one. So it's either 7th or 8th, another 8-lap heat race. That'll put us where we start for the 12-lap points feature. So we just finished the second heat race and started 7th and finished 7th. So we were actually turning the fastest laps. Y'all can see that. According to our Micron 5 there, 14.56, 14.6. That's the fastest I've ever gone around here. Unfortunately, everyone else was really fast too. So I messed up a little bit on the first lap, and but I felt like I was keeping up, maybe running the pack down a little bit, the ones right ahead of me. I know the one right ahead of me I was catching, but then I about lost it one time. I got real loose and gave up a lot of ground, and that was it. So 7th, started 7th, finished 7th. I'm looking forward to seeing the lap times. Like I said, in the first race we were 5th fastest. That race I felt like the kart was fast, and I just made that one bobble, messed up on the first lap and gave them room, and I made that bobble there about halfway through or wherever it was, and just lost all a ton of ground. So all right, guys, there you see it. We're getting better on speed, but so is everybody else. So we're still 2/10 off now. We're 14.5, and like I said, that's the fastest I've ever gone around this track. The problem is everyone else ahead of us are like 14.3s, 14.4s. So we got to get even faster. But Anyway, it's they're getting ready to start the features now. We'll run the first feature, which is the points feature. Start 7th, and then that'll where we finish. That's where we'll start in the pro race. So we need to pick up a few spots, hopefully. They call that burning it in. Helps get the prep in the tires, so also nice and pretty and warm. Dave, does that help keep you warm? All right, ready for our first feature. Here we go. All right, guys, so we just I think we were 7th or 8th or something, I don't know, in that points feature there. I don't know what happened on the start. They called the first start back, and then people couldn't figure out where they were supposed to be, and then they got us in line, and half the field was already on the other side of the track, so the rest of us had to catch up, and we weren't even, like, they just took off. And the way it shook out, one of the karts that's been half a second slower than everybody else, or most of the night, got in front of me. And so by the time I got by him, the pack, the fast karts were, you know, half a straightaway ahead of me. And I felt like we were fast enough, like we were on pace with them. You know, I felt like I was at least staying at the same distance, maybe reeling them in a little bit, but at that point, there's nothing you can do. And finally, well, I think either coming to the white flag or something, I just went in 3 and 4 and been trying to make myself go wide open through the corner without, I've been going wide open, but I just been giving a little bit of brake, and I tried to go wide open, just no brake, no let out, and that didn't work. And so I already knew kind of where it might have been one kart behind me at that point, if anybody. So I was like, I'm just gonna haul in here and see what happens. And yeah, it looped around real quick. Kind of figured that's what was gonna happen, but I thought it was worth a try to maybe see if we could run it that way in the next feature coming up. So we'll be starting 7th or 8th in the pro feature. Not where we want to be. I think it's a little bit longer, 20 laps. So, you know, some time for things, you know, some mix-ups to happen and different stuff to kind of shake it up a bit. But yeah, we just been right there all night, same spot. Can't keep up, quite keep up, lose ground, and and then can't catch up. And I don't know, it's frustrating, but maybe we can get a little faster here. Mr. Dave's getting some prep on the tires and getting it ready. It's gonna be a quick turnaround. We're gonna, I don't know, give it one more go here. There you go. I don't know if y'all can see that, but I don't know. There they go. We're down here. Aggravating night. Oh well, bent the wheel. Obviously got the tire. Dang it. No good. Alright, just to show you guys how bad. I don't know if we can see it out there on the track, but bent the wheel. Obviously got the body pretty good, but we think, you think got the axle, or what do you think?
I don't think so. I just moved it over.
Moved it over.
Hit hard.
Yeah.
Rim's hard against the frame.
Yeah, you can see that. Yeah, well.
Rim
Oh,
and tire.
thanks.
Actually, I can probably fix it.
Well, a rough end to a disappointing night. All right, guys, that's gonna do it. Hey, things didn't go any better than that. It was a rough night. We just thought we'd, with our last run here, last race out, that we were building some momentum and had things going our way. And then we come out tonight and, A, we weren't up to speed. We were a couple tenths, 2 to 3 tenths off all night. And then we had a rough end there. So disappointing. It goes that way sometimes. We'll try to bounce back next time, but thank y'all for watching and tuning in. Let me know what you thought there in the comments, and yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. We'll catch y'all next time.